What is the Smart Podium? It is an interactive display that allows you to annotate, create, save, and share valuable information for students. First, let's go over all the useful tools that allows you to operate the Smart Podium. This device is fully operated with the pen. The pen is attached to the Smart Podium on the magnetic tray at the bottom. If you come to the Smart Podium and the screen is blank, the Smart Podium needs to be turned on. To turn on the Smart Podium, the power button is in the lower left-hand corner. As of right now, it is displaying red because it is off. It would display green if it is on. I will go ahead and turn on the Smart Podium. Now I'll know if the pen is working because we will see my cursor will move around the screen wherever I place the pen. At the top of the Smart Podium, you will see a series of buttons across the top of the display. The first button is the camera button. This gives us a little menu that lets us capture the screen so we can add things later to PowerPoints, PDF files, and so forth. I'm going to go ahead and close out this little camera feature by clicking the X. Next to the camera button is the Smart Notebook button. I will go ahead and press that, and the Smart Notebook program will pop up. We'll take a few seconds. When it is fully loaded, it will look like this. Next to the Smart Book button is the keyboard button. Go ahead and press that. This way you could use a keyboard on the touchscreen with the pen. And if I didn't like the placement, I could go ahead and move it around the screen freely wherever I'd like. And to get rid of it, once again, I just X out in the top right-hand corner. Next to the keyboard button is the eraser button, but I'm going to tell you about that in a second because what I'll first show you is the ink colors next to it. You have 4 colors. You have black, red, green, and blue. I go ahead and press the black. The red, the green, and the blue. Now I'm going to go back to the eraser feature. When I click that, I can go ahead and then erase what I had just written. I can even make it bigger or even smaller. Next to the ink is the, excuse me, next to the ink is the select tool feature. Go ahead and click on that guy. And that is simply just the cursor button when you want to go back to the cursor. If you're at a color, you have to remember you have to hit the cursor button to be able to use it as a cursor again. The next button next to that is the mouse, which is basically turns your pen into into a mouse. So when you click on the screen, it right clicks. You could select clear page, and I just cleared the page. Next to the mouse button is the technical support button. And this gives you a couple different options. There's technical support, a help center, a line smartboard, connection wizard, and touch recognition settings. I'm going to go ahead and X that out. And then the very last button on the screen is the alignment button. Now, some days you'll come in here and the pen just won't be clicking right. It won't be grabbing the items you want or the desktop icons. So you'll go ahead and you'll have to realign the Smart Podium. To do that, once you click the align button, this little maze appears in front of you. You go ahead and start from the top left. And you follow it along, and as it follows, it starts correcting itself. It doesn't have to be perfect either if you go outside the lines. Just a couple more alignments. And we are good to go again.